This episode is sponsored by my signature group coaching program for women in pharma and biotech Beyond the Ceiling. This 4-month coaching and mentorship experience is the only coaching program exclusively for women in pharma and biotech to design your unique career path and build the career skills you need to get a new job, promotion, or upgrade your role. Doors to the program open July 23rd to August 6th. Go to www.yourworthycareer.com/beyond to get all of the details. Welcome to Your Worthy Career, a podcast for women in pharma and biotech with me, Melissa Lawrence. I am a certified career and leadership coach with a master's in organizational psychology who has worked in talent and learning development in biotech to large pharma, from non-clinical to commercial. I help women in pharma and biotech create a career worthy of them. Whether you want to get clear on what you want, get a new job, get promoted, or be effective as a leader at any level, this is the place for you. Every week, you will get practical career strategies and mindset shifts to help you overcome the problems you experience at work so you can reach your goals feeling better than ever. Your up level begins now. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the podcast. I hope you're having a great summer so far. Today, we're going to talk about how to troubleshoot career problems and some of the mistakes that I see people make. But first, I need to let you know that Beyond the Ceiling is open for enrollment right now. It is finally here. Beyond the Ceiling is my 4-month group coaching program that is exclusively for women in pharma or biotech. What we do inside Beyond the Ceiling is we design your unique career path, get crystal clear on what you want out of your career and your best role to fit your potential. Whether you're happy in your role now or not, this tells you what direction to drive your career. This is also for those of you that want a new job or to get promoted. I support you every step of the way and leverage everything I know, insider strategies, connections, and proven tools and strategies to get you into the role that you want. Now, this is also for you if you want to stay in your current role, but you want to upgrade it. And when I say upgrade, I'm saying you want to improve your skills like your communication, influencing, and self-advocacy or confidence skills. You want to know how to handle stressful career problems and people, improve your work-life balance, know how to maximize your productivity without overworking, and be seen as a thought leader in your area of expertise. It's career development like you've never experienced before. And here's why. It's pharma biotech specific, meaning you're led by someone who knows the industry and has worked in it. You're also building community with other women in the industry in a safe space. Unlike a work program, everything in the program is customized and personalized to you and your unique goals. Plus, you have unbiased coaching and support. No HR involvement. No one in your company is going to be able to influence your decisions. This is 100% in service to you. You get organizational psychology-backed tools and resources that are adapted for pharma and biotech. You get coaching, which if you haven't experienced coaching, I'm going to make a bold statement here and say you haven't experienced true development. Coaching is different from teaching or mentorship or taking a course or reading a book. Mentorship is a partnership where someone is giving you advice based on their experience, but it's flawed because they can only guide you based on what they know, and it's filled with their bias of what is possible. So many women tell me that they have mentors that tell them things like they can't have the career that they want because they can't be a successful mom and be the type of leader or level of leadership they want to be. They have to choose, or that they have to sacrifice what they want in their career, or they just put them on the wrong path. And mentors are fantastic. I am a big advocate. I think you should have mentors and you should have a coach, but it is different from coaching. Reading a book or taking a course is also passive, and it enables all of your blind spots and self-sabotage efforts to prevent you from getting the results that you want. You consume kind of all of that knowledge, but there isn't any accountability to take action. And you know this if you've ever been to like a conference where you're like, this was really great, I learned so much, and then nothing actually changed. Or you read a book and put it back on the shelf and didn't actually implement the tool or the framework. It didn't actually create a long-term behavioral change. right? There's no one making sure that you're implementing correctly either. There's no way for you to know if you're misunderstanding the instruction. Plus, it's often generic and overwhelming, so it doesn't really get put into practice. I heard that all of the time, actually, when it came to when I worked in my professional life in the industry. I was responsible for a lot of the leadership and career development, and we would get these really great programs from our global talent development group. And it's not that the programs are bad, it's just they weren't necessarily applicable to our management. They weren't applicable to the daily life of the employee. And so they weren't really used because there was no connection to see how it was really relevant to them. There wasn't a strategy that personalized it to their role, to their group. And also, some of it was just overwhelming when they're really busy and they don't have time to learn a whole new way of doing something and then figure out how to do it. So even the best programs just get kind of left and dusty and don't actually get used. The other thing that I want to mention is I say that your brain can't solve your brain's problems. And what I mean by that is that all of the advice and information we consume is being filtered by our own brain. And our brain deletes and distorts information all the time in order to cater to our own biases and beliefs. So if you have a fear, let's say that you can't really get the job that you want, if you're afraid of confrontation, if you don't think that you're good enough, then when it comes to taking action towards your goals, your brain is going to present you with every logical reason why you can't have what you want, why it's not possible for you, or the terrible things that are going to happen if you speak up or put too much effort into something. But coaching bypasses all of this. Coaching is a skill that you learn and you get trained in. So a certified coach like myself had to go through rigorous training on how to coach, how to observe behavior and thinking, how to find blind spots, how to help my clients make the best decisions for them, how to get to the root cause of their issue without telling them what to do, but instead showing them where they have blind spots or they're doing things that are not aligned with their goals and they don't even know it. I had to be observed for dozens of hours by a master certified coach with the International Coaching Federation to demonstrate my skill in being able to coach other people. So it's not just like a mentorship or advisor because I worked in industry. It's actually a whole separate skill set that I have. Now, in Beyond the Ceiling, you have me as your coach, but also your mentor and advisor. Why? Because I worked in industry for more than a decade. So my area of expertise is career development. I've been developing others between the government and pharma biotech for more than 20 years. So I have an area of expertise that I can leverage when it comes to strategies and tools to help you get results and develop and grow your career, but I'm also a skilled professional coach. So yes, I teach and guide you, but I help you make the best decisions for you through coaching. That's why it's so effective. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to help you execute what you want to do. When you don't know what you want, I help you figure that out. So there isn't a company agenda here. There isn't me fitting you into a cookie cutter mold. This is about elevating you as a woman and giving you the opportunity to expand your potential and create the career experience that you deserve and that you really want for yourself. Now, if you're thinking, yes, this is what I need, then I really encourage you to apply to join our next cohort. This is the last cohort to get support from me this year. To join, all you have to do is complete an application that confirms you're a good fit. Like I said, this is only for women in pharma or biotech. I only accept those that identify as women in industry and whose goals are aligned with the program so that you can be assured if you're accepted, it's because I know I can help you and you can achieve your goals. Applications are accepted through August 6th. If you're not sure if you want to join, but you're seriously considering it, still submit your application. You have an option on the application to select that you want a no obligation call with me to ask any questions you have and confirm that it's a good fit for you. You'll get a link to schedule that call with me when you choose that option on your application. So again, enrollment is open right now through August 6th. And one more thing, when you submit your application by the end of the day, July 25th, so for those of you listening to this right away when it's released, you will get a bonus one-on-one call with me to troubleshoot any career problem you have. You will be able to use that call before we start or anytime through the rest of the year once you join us. And this is a big deal because I don't offer ad hoc one-on-one calls. This is really the only way to get a one-on-one call with me in this type of setting. So I'm going to put a link in the show notes for you so that you can submit your application. You can even pause this episode and go do it right now because I will be waiting on this episode when you're done. All right, let's dig more into troubleshooting your career problems. Now, you might have heard me talk before about career kappas. Just like at work, you know there are good kappas and bad kappas. The good kappas address the root cause of the problem. So when you decide on your solution, it is actually the right solution for the real problem. It isn't just a temporary fix. You don't have the problem come up again and again or a few months later. And a bad kappa is where you don't actually know what the real problem is. You're guessing, or maybe you just don't want to invest the time to solve the real problem, so you kind of put a Band-Aid on it, and you end up wasting your time on solutions that don't address the root cause. You don't actually make progress. Now, one example of this is when you're unhappy in your job, but you don't know what you really want, or just know what you don't want, so then you change companies and just decide that a new company, a fresh start, will solve the problem. Or worse, you just do nothing and you just settle. Now, identifying the root cause would be to figure out exactly what you want and then get it so you know whatever change you make is going to address the root cause. Another example is if you know you have a gap, if you know that having support or building a skill or getting some sort of help would help you, but you kind of have your ego get in the way. And so you're like, I'm just going to do it on my own, right? That is another way that you might be sabotaging your efforts and not addressing the root cause, because if you're thinking I could use support or I need to build this skill or there's a gap I still have, and you're choosing to just push through, then you're not actually addressing the root cause. Another example is if you have a difficult coworker or boss and you don't like the way that they work, or maybe think they don't work at all, right? Like we've all worked with those people where we're like, what do they even spend their day on? So you might try to avoid them. You might roll your eyes when you're in a meeting with them, but try not to show anyone, feel frustrated and helpless. Maybe you try to talk to them about the issue and they don't change. So you just stay frustrated and you just avoid them as much as possible. Now, how you would address the root cause would be to build the communication, influencing, and self-advocacy skills to handle the problematic person or situation head on and resolve it for good. Every pain point, grievance, frustration, or feeling of defeat or helplessness in your career is just a problem to solve. There's literally nothing you have to settle for. There's nothing that you have to just do nothing with. You always have an option. Even if you can't change the other person or the facts of the matter, you can change how you approach it, how you react to it. You can change how you feel about it. You don't have to feel stressed every day. You don't have to always feel like you don't have enough time. You don't have to wait for the next promotion when you're ready now. One of the biggest lessons I learned from myself and what I help my clients do is to see that they always have a choice. They always have an option. They always have an action they can take. That is so empowering, right? When you choose to do nothing, that is your choice. When you choose to be frustrated or distracted at home or unhappy and settle and wait, that is a choice that you're making. And I know it sucks to hear it, right? Because that doesn't feel good. I really know how that feels. But if you think about it, really get honest with yourself. Because if you're not taking accountability for your lack of action, for your lack of choice, for your lack of figuring things out, then that is a blind spot. That is something you're doing that is holding you back. That's a choice to decide not to address that because it feels bad. Because who can decide to build a new skill? Who can decide not to settle? Who decides whether or not you wait for that promotion? It's you. You're deciding to give your power away to a situation or person. You're deciding your goals aren't worth fighting for. You're deciding not to believe in yourself. And there's a lot of reasons that can happen. And I have so much compassion for you. A big issue or reason that my clients have, and that I used to have too, is this deep down worry that your goals just aren't possible, that what you want just can't happen. You don't believe that you can have anything different. You don't believe you can build the skills and that if you do, it's actually going to make a difference. You don't believe that you can figure out your ideal job. You don't believe that if you do figure it out, that you'll be able to get it. Because guess what? If you believed that you could have what you wanted right now and that it was possible for you, I would bet you would make it happen. If I said to you, all you have to do is XYZ strategy, and you believed you could get it and it would work, you would do it, right? If I said, all you have to do is build this skill and here's how to do it, and you knew if you did that, you could make a difference in the situation, of course you would do it. If I said, here's how you can figure out your ideal role, and you believe that whatever the outcome was, that you would be able to have a plan to make that happen, you would do it. We choose to be stuck and believe things aren't possible when we believe that we can't control the outcome, when we believe that we aren't good enough, when we believe that there is nothing we can do, and we have that doubt of maybe we're not that great. And I'm here to tell you that 100% there is a justifiable reason why you believe that. There is a valid reason for your thoughts right now. There is no reason to feel bad that you have these thoughts. Just bring awareness to them. And also believe that it's possible that you're wrong, that those thoughts are there because you're scared, because you don't want to be too visible or too vulnerable. You don't want to go all in on you and then be disappointed if it doesn't work out. You don't want to let other people down. You don't want your partner or colleague or boss or friend to think something bad of you or question you or anything that's going to make you feel bad if you try and fail. That pain of being stuck and not troubleshooting the root cause is more comfortable than the vulnerability of betting on you and facing the fear of the unknown. I get it. I can talk about this so clearly to you because I understand you. Everything my clients think and feel, I have overcome myself and have been helping women with the same issues for years in their career. Members of Beyond the Ceiling tell me one of their favorite things about the group is that they see they aren't alone, and that how they think and feel is similar or the same to the other women in the group. It doesn't matter if you're a scientist or a senior director. The same fears come up, and that is really reassuring and healing for you to see. Because it doesn't go away when you reach a certain level. If you don't solve the root cause of your problems and pain points, they come with you every step of the way through your career. You reduce your potential. You don't earn or achieve what you could. My clients ask me sometimes if they're a lost cause because they've been trying to achieve their goals on their own. They've maybe tried other coaches, they've maybe tried other things, and nothing has worked. And they're wondering, can my process really work for them? Or are they just too far gone? Is it just not possible for them? And here's the secret for you. Maybe I don't say this enough. I don't work with every person who wants to work with me. I don't market myself to every person or woman who works in the industry. All of my clients that I work with have a similar profile. I help a certain kind of woman. The women that feel called or connected to me, that connect with this podcast, with my social media posts or emails, that connection you have with me and the fact that you get value from what I teach and that you understand is because I can help you, because I see you. We have overlap. We have similarities. So if you apply to work with me and I offer to help you, it's because I know I can. It's how I can tell you with so much confidence that the other women that you'll be with will accept you and will have similarities to you too. It's because you're similar to all of the women I work with. It's why my process works and my clients get results. It's so niched. Not just in the result, but in the way that I work with people. It's specific and I understand and I'm invested in you, in my clients in a very real way. It doesn't do me any good to have you fail. I want you to achieve your goals as much as you do. Because of my expertise and that I have been where my clients have been, I can also see what you can't. You haven't built the skills yet or built your confidence or seen your dream job come to fruition. Maybe you don't think of your problems as just something to solve, but I do. I see your potential. I see what you can't. I believe in you and your goals. And I know that you can grow into the person you want and have the career that you want. I know what it's like to go against the norm, to do something that other people might be skeptical of, to doubt if you can really make it work, to have to advocate for yourself with your partner at home or with your colleagues or with your boss. And I'm here to show you what you can't see yet, to help you build your belief and confidence in yourself and become unstoppable as the authentic you, not someone else, not another broski at the table. Troubleshooting, this is just a skill you learn. Just like you learn the CAPA process, you get to the root cause and you know how to write a good CAPA, you can learn how to see your issues in your career as just problems to solve. And you can become skilled to get anything that you want. And beyond the ceiling, we troubleshoot problems in a few different ways. One is through coaching. So we correct the issue you're having in real time, and then we prevent it from happening again. It's sustainable. We evaluate, you take action, we evaluate, we see what's working, what's not. We adjust and tweak. There's no giving up. Another way that you can troubleshoot is by using the Career Coach hotline. This is like having me on speed dial for you. You don't have to wait until a call to get coaching or feedback from me. You can submit your resume and prep for an interview you have coming up. You can submit tools in the program like the transferable skills worksheet or opportunity magnet framework audit or thought leadership exercise. And I will review it for any blind spots or areas of improvement, and I will give you coaching and feedback. You don't fail because you get support and coaching every step, and the materials and coaching are all personalized to your unique situation at work. It's not theory that you learn and then go to implement. You're getting a specific action plan for your situation. You can submit your career protocol that I guide you in creating, so you know exactly what you want out of your career now and in the future. I review it and I provide video feedback for you. Aside from coaching calls and the Career Coach hotline, you can also leverage the community, your personal board of directors that is curated for you. It's a group of women in industry who have their own experiences that you can tap into, whether it's insider information on their companies or type of role or how they've handled the problem. You can take the action plan you get in coaching and evaluate it, share your results with the group, and we all cheer you on. You get momentum from the other women who are celebrating their own successes and working through their own problems. There is no shortage of support, feedback, and coaching curated and personalized to you. I can't emphasize enough that this is not a course or generic development program. You're not going to come in and learn everything there is about everything in your career. You're going to learn the things that are relevant to you. You are going to pick and choose the things that you need based on your goals, and everything is going to be personalized to you. Everything else that's in the program that's not related to your goals, that's available as a resource, is just a bonus. Troubleshooting your career problems is easy. You just need to identify and fill the gap you have right now that is preventing you from being as happy in your career as you want, making the impact you could, and doing the work that is best suited for you. Your gap could be a skill, it could be a blind spot, it could be a strategy. You have to find it and solve for the root cause. If you want me to help you with this, because you get the skill building, the coaching, the blind spot identification, and the strategy all in Beyond the Ceiling, then apply now. Enrollment is closing August 6th. We kick off this cohort on August 23rd. Thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you next week. Thanks for tuning in. If you're ready to advance your career in pharma and biotech, I want to invite you to join Beyond the Ceiling. You'll get 4 months of high-touch coaching that will help you design your unique career path, build your leadership skills, and get your dream job, promotion, or upgrade to your current role. When you apply for this round by July 25th, you'll get an exclusive bonus, a one-on-one call with me where we'll solve your biggest career problem so you can get unstuck and start making progress right away. Go to www.yourworthycareer.com/beyond to get all of the details.